Hi, this is John Roberts from Pivotal Software. This video covers deploying Greenplum in AWS Cloud. Find us on the AWS Marketplace by searching for Pivotal Greenplum. You will see the BYOL or Bring Your Own License product as well as the hourly product. For the demonstration, we'll be focusing on the BYOL product, which has a 90-day free evaluation period from Pivotal Software. You subscribe to the product and then you click Continue to Configuration. Here you just simply click on Continue to Launch. The action you should use is Launch CloudFormation and then click Launch. Here you can edit the template if you like, but we're here for this demo, we'll just simply click Next. Provide the stack name or deployment name, the key pair, which is the SSH key pair that's in Amazon you need to create beforehand, CIDR mask, which defines what IP address ranges are allowed to SSH to the machines. Availability zone, where you want it deployed. Subnet mask, you can leave default unless you need to change it. Tenancy defines whether it's dedicated or shared tenancy with other hosts. Instance type, which we support the D2 with ephemeral storage, R4 and R5 instance types. Instance counts can be from a single node up to one master with 16 segment hosts. Disk sizes, this is the size for each data disk, and some instance types have one data disk and others have up to 4. The information regarding the instance type, instance count, disk size are all available inside the release notes, which are found on the Marketplace listing itself. You may want to enable termination protection, and you may also want to enable or disable rollback on failure. So if you're having problems with quota or issues deploying, you may want to change that to no, so that way you can SSH to the nodes after a deployment fails. You can leave it default if you're not having any issues with deploying. You acknowledge that you might be creating IAM resources, which we are for this deployment. And then you click Launch. From here you can see that the cluster's in create in progress. And this has been sped up for time purposes, but you can see the virtual machines. There's 3 virtual machines that have been deployed. They've been deployed using an auto-scaling group. And you can see the activity history shows that the 3 nodes have been launched successfully. Now Amazon runs tests on these nodes to make sure that everything's okay. And there are 2 tests that they run, and 2 of 2 needs to pass before it can continue. After they have finished testing, shortly after that, the nodes will be assigned. One will be the master, and then their 2 will be the segment host. SDW1, SDW2 for segment host, and MDW for master data warehouse is the master node. The standby master process is running on that first segment host. If we go back to CloudFormation, we can see that more progress is being made in the Events tab. The cluster nodes, which are the virtual machines, have been deployed successfully. And now we're waiting for the final steps in the CloudFormation process to complete before the stack will have a complete status. Here we've had the dynamic password already created for the database. And right here we can see the elastic IP address has been assigned to the master node. So very shortly here, we'll see that the stack will complete. And again, this has been sped up for time. So now it says Create Complete, and you can see the outputs with information regarding your stack on how to connect to your database, such as the IP address, the port, the username, password, as well as URL to PHP pgadmin. We'll show each one of these here in a moment. So let's SSH using your SSH key that you defined in your stack. And you can see the message of the day shows you information about your cluster. And then you can immediately use pSQL to start using the database. GP state is used here, where you can see the state of the database showing that everything is up and normal and behaving like it should. None of this was manual configuration. It was all automated for you. Here I will log in to PHP pgadmin, which is using a self-signed SSL cert. Logging in with the GPadmin, and then that randomly generated password you saw in the stack output. Here you can browse the database objects, such as tables and views, sequences, and so forth, as well as execute SQL using the SQL tab there.